Hey, good people. This is Rocki with Rocki's Reality, the #1 podcast for unfiltered and unapologetic culture, entertainment, and relationships. Tap in live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as I chat with some of the dopest artists, celebrities, influencers, entrepreneurs, and more. Make sure to catch us live Thursdays, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. See you soon.
Joe was like, "Don't talk till I fade you up," and look at me talking. You know what? Listen, you gotta have. Welcome to Rocki's Reality. You gotta have a team who understands you, okay? And shout out to Joe Black because he understands me. He be so patient. Look at me, patient. I made up a word, y'all. He be so patient with me because I just be going on and on and on. And I really appreciate you, Joe. Thank you. If I don't say that off, I really appreciate you. Because when I do my show from home, I be like, I need my sound effects, and Joe be getting me together. And then today, I'm like, I'm about to sit in the orange chair. He was like, no, you sit in the black chair. What the hell wrong with you? And I was like, yeah. So, but y'all know I like my herbal relaxation. So that's why my brain sometimes be having to catch up. But I'm here. So welcome to Rocki's Reality, y'all. And my guest tonight with her fine ass. Now, y'all know I love my man. But Chauntel Nelson, my fellow East Sider, I just found out. That's why this is what I'm talking about. East Side of Detroit people are a special breed. I knew it was something I always loved about your vibe and your energy ever since we met. Okay, so let me give a little official. She is a native Detroiter, long-standing history in media. Okay. Started her journey as a radio intern, been working her way up, has worked with some of the dopest hip-hop influencers and tastemakers. She is a tastemaker herself. She done work with Bad Boy. Oh, Lord. Diddy. Bless you, Diddy. Y'all pray for Diddy.
I was 15 and I had no
precious.
Was great.
She was precious. Bad Boy, Def Jam, Sony BMG, iHeartMedia. She is the CEO and founder of Clever Curation Group, a media agency specializing in project management. And now her latest project, we're so excited, is Center Circle, which is now streaming on Tubi. She is the creator, executive producer, and director, and the first Black woman to do it, to do all of that on Tubi, to have a show of that kind. So y'all make sure y'all peep that. Actually, why don't we go into the little clip right quick so we can the one with Payroll Giovanni, right? That's the one. We can start. Let's go with that. Just a little clip.
It's one of them ones.
Yeah, listen, don't had your kids and your grandmas if she don't cuss, because this one is raw. Okay, y'all know Rocki's Reality is unfiltered and unapologetic. So let's cue that up.
Your bitch wanna find out what a boss about. What you do? Took her to the suite 2 a.m. I sell dope, fuck hoes, right?
All of that.
Circle.
Yeah. I love it.
Rock ice too.
I love. Listen.
Me too.
Listen, take it to the room and get bent over the balcony. We like over that. We like all of that. So welcome to Rocki's Reality, Chauntel.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I love you. Like, let me tell you. And now that you say you from the East Side, that makes so much sense. That makes so much fucking sense, because I'm telling y'all, East Side Detroiters have a special energy about us.
I agree.
We do. Like, people, listen, and anybody who knows me know I will go off on your ass when people talk about the East Side of Detroit. I will. I don't play that shit because my thing is Detroit is Detroit. East, West, and it's some ratchet shit on the West Side too. It's some ratchet shit on the North End. It's some ratchet shit in Southwest. So I hate when East is made to be like, we just when it's some of the dopest people from the East Side. So let me tell y'all a little story how I met Chauntel. Okay, I always like to, bring it into perspective here. This was, I want to say, like 3 years ago. I was coming back from Miami, and somebody emailed me and said, do you want to come to Angela Yee's opening of Private Label?
There's somebody.
Yes. And so So I was like, okay, shit, hell yeah. I mean, you know, I've always dug Angela Yee's energy, and I liked the way when she was on the Breakfast Club, how she got their asses together.
Period.
I loved how
Shout
she
out
always
to the homie.
listen.
Period.
I always loved how she got them together. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna come. And literally, the event was the day I got back in town. So I'm all brown and tan and shit. I'm like, hey, girl, I just like, okay. So I go on 8 Mile and DeQuinder. Is it still
On
open?
the east side.
On the east side. Yes. Is it still open?
Still open.
It's still open. It's still open, y'all. Private label. And she is with the guy. I forgot the guy's name.
Mikey.
Mikey.
Yeah,
Okay, I
Mikey.
met him too. And so when I walked in, Chauntel walks up to me because we have been Facebook friends, right? And so I love meeting my Facebook friends in person. And then Chauntel walks up to me. She's like, hi. And I'm like, God damn, gorgeous. Okay. In my mind, I'm like, damn, she gorgeous. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Just gorgeous eyes and just an energy. So we just was chatting. I was like, oh my God, this girl is just like so chill and kicking. So, and then just from there, Chauntel was inviting me to different events. And I just really appreciate you, Chauntel, for, seeing that in me to reach out to me. So I really appreciate that because I know we got from what you've, it means a lot because I know you being in media, you obviously have an eye for people who, you know, got that energy and who need to be in a room. So I appreciate you for bringing me into the room. And then when we went to the celebration for the anniversary of Private Label, brought me to that too. And the food was good as hell at that. I'm still thinking about some of that food from that celebration. But that's where I met Anthony Thompson. So shout out to him of ATN, AT Network. And then my homie Marv Neal was there too. And I'm like, listen, let's go. So just from there, we've built a friendship. And I just really appreciate you, Chauntel. So I just want to give you your flowers because you dope. Chauntel, y'all, is one of them people who be making shit happen behind the scenes, okay? Like, we always look at all the fancy people and the shit they doing on the outside. But Chauntel is one of them people I can really tell how she be just making moves behind the scenes and making shit happen. So I really appreciate you for what you do, Chauntel. And I'm glad we're connected. I really appreciate that. And we got some more shit coming. Chauntel and I we're talking about some other stuff that we want to do. And we just see that we are real people.
Yep.
And we see through a lot of the bullshit. A lot. Oh my God. Help us. I'm a bit more vocal on social media than Chauntel is because y'all know I don't give a fuck. That be my Aries coming out of me. I'm just gonna say what the fuck it is. But we really be just vibing, and I just really respect your hustle and your work ethic.
Same.
I really respect that. So I appreciate you. And one day, Angela Yee gonna be on the show. I'm claiming it, y'all. We gonna get her on the show. But I just really appreciate that. And so tell us, Chauntel, give a snapshot of how you got to this point. Because you've been in this thing for a minute. For a minute.
Yes.
And it's okay. It's unfiltered, unapologetic. Yesterday, she was like, I didn't know what I'm going to say. I said, we going to talk like we do it now. Shit.
Okay.
We going to kick it. So
the smoke screen is off.
Listen, this unfiltered and unapologetic. We ain't got to go through all that bullshit here, okay? This is why I like internet radio, because we can do and say what the fuck we want, pretty much.
Should have brought the sham.
Listen. My mama is going to watch this later, but my mama knows. She knows she birthed a crazy baby.
I only drink the sham, so it's all good.
Listen, I love it. I love it. So, but Chauntel, tell us how you born and raised in Detroit from the D, East Side, y'all, 48205.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how did you get to this point?
So it's crazy, actually. I went to my first concert. This about to, you like, nigga, we don't want to know this shit.
I do though. No,
it's an important part of my story.
Yeah.
So I was in the 8th grade or something like that.
Baby.
My mama picked me up from school after school one day, like, because normally we would walk. But I'm like, why she outside? So she done picked me up, right? We go down to the State Theater, which is the Fillmore now.
Right. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Listen, I know. Back in the day, it was the State Theater, y'all. It's now the Fillmore.
Yeah, it was the State.
Yeah, right. Uh-huh.
So I'm looking like, whatever. So we're backstage at a George Clinton Parliament Funkadelic concert. I'm in 8th grade. Okay,
I'm about your mama, bless her.
12, 13. She must have wanted to go because she must ain't have no sitter or something. You going?
Exactly.
So,
You rolling with me about to get this education.
that was my very first concert and my first introduction to music as a whole. Like, I saw
Oh
the
my
man running backstage.
God.
He had like a diaper
Oh my
on, and
God.
like, I know they was smoking. I think, I don't know, but it was just a lot happening, and I was like, "Ooh, I like,
Right.
I like this." So when I realized, like, okay, you like music, so I knew I really like. I could sing kind of, but I can't sing, so
Mhm.
that didn't go. And then like, I couldn't make beats or nothing, but I knew that I liked being at the studio. I knew that
Mhm.
I liked being around this energy. I
Mhm.
also knew that I didn't like shit else at school. Like, I never wanted to be like a
Girl.
nurse.
Girl.
I didn't want to fucking be a teacher. Like, I didn't like none of the shit. All I
Mhm.
liked was being fly outside and in the mix.
Mhm. Yep.
And so when I realized, like, oh, it's jobs for that.
Mhm.
Like, you mean to tell me I can work and do something like
Hell
that?
yeah. Hell
And
yeah.
so when I was a senior in high school, because now this is years that went past, and I just
Mhm.
remember I'm knowing my mama must got the plug. I still to this day, I don't know how my mama had the plug, but
Shout out to your mama.
she
Shout out to
was
your
a
mama.
plugged woman, because she would have access to these concert tickets, and I'm talking front row, like backstage
Right.
pass type vibes. So
Hell yeah. I
I'm
love
here, I'm knowing, I'm seeing that I like music, and I get to high school, I do this internship. It was at 105.9
it. Baby.
on the boulevard
Baby.
back in the day. They hot
Uh-huh.
107.5
Yeah.
now, but
Uh-huh. Yep.
it was like this.
I remember.
I started the same year. Remember when Spud came? He wasn't even
Yes.
from Detroit. He came and started.
Shout out to Spud.
Yep,
He
shout
was there
out to-
yesterday. Walked past
Yeah.
us.
That was my. Oh, I
Did
saw
you see him
but I wasn't
yesterday?
about to bother. Like, I also know, like, I will stay in my lane because I know what it's like on event days. too.
Exactly. Exactly.
But we'll get at you niggas later. We'll talk about that shit later. But what we is gonna talk about the popularity contest,
Oh my
but
God. Yeah.
we'll get back to that. So yeah, so I knew I liked music. I
Mhm.
did this I got in at the radio station. I think I lied and said I was like graduating, but I was only like 16 at the time. And they let me in there, and they was like, "Well, you're supposed to be in college, but we'll let you in."
Mhm.
I always be able to slide in. I don't know
Mhm.
how the fuck I be able to
Mhm.
slide in, but I always do. So I
Mhm.
slid in, did the internship. My first week, they had summer jams at
Yeah.
the fucking state fairgrounds.
Yeah.
Remember
Yeah.
when the summer
Yeah.
jams used to be there?
Yes. Yes.
First day, you would have to.
And then they moved it to Hart Plaza for a hot
Yeah.
minute. But yep, it started at
But
the
that
state.
motherfucking state fairgrounds was like no other.
Baby.
Okay.
Baby.
And my very first week working there, I met a man named Drew Rives.
Mm.
He was the Def Jam regional rep. Okay. And I'm like,
Drew Rise.
Rives, Rives.
Okay,
Yeah.
Rives. Okay.
And so I'm looking like, this shit sweet as hell. It was so everybody was at summer jams that was on the rock
Baby.
except Jay-Z. It was Memphis
Oh,
Bleak,
damn.
motherfucking
Benny Siegel.
Benny Siegel.
Baby.
It was Freeway, all of them. It was everybody. Like, this had to be like
Yeah.
year 2000 or maybe 99 or something like
Right.
that. And so I'm like, damn, this shit. I got a Memphis Bleak story too. We'll talk about that later.
Baby.
But so I'm here. I'm doing this internship. I like it. Bam, I go to college. I had the radio internship under my belt already, but it ain't like I was getting no credits because I was technically supposed to be in college to begin with.
Right.
Then when I got to college, I was like, y'all ain't got nobody running y'all radio station up here. I went to Fair State. So I was like, I just made myself the president. Like, well, you know what? As soon as I got there, I'm the president.
Listen.
Period. I'm the one. And so I start calling just different companies. And the first phone call I made was to Bad Boy. I went online. This was when Google first really got popular and we started surfing the net. I went online. I looked up Bad Boy's phone number in New York City. And I was like, I'm finna call. I just wanted them to send us some music. But when I got somebody on the phone, shout out to Sean Press. When I got somebody on the phone, they was like, hey, you seem pretty ambitious. You want to be a college rep? I'm like, what's that? Yep. And what is it?
Right.
We finna just send you all of the music. Like, so you remember when albums used to release on Tuesdays.
Yes.
And
Yes, because I would be up at Sam Goody and Media Play. Yes.
FYE,
Yes.
all of that.
Listen.
So
Tower Records. Oh, listen, because that's when
shout to Niggs Justice. We're not gonna get
baby.
we can go all day.
Woo,
We can go all day.
Shy.
So,
We've been in this thing for a while, both of us.
Yeah,
We've been in
people
this
might
thing
think
for a
I'm
while.
a spring chicken. I'm really not a spring chicken like that, and I love it here. I
Yeah.
can say what I want, and it's allowed.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
But so I'm working this college rep job at Bad Boy. I'm DJing parties and shit up at fairs. I'm just doing all the things. And then I came back to Detroit because I got kicked out because I was kicking it. Definitely was kicking it. Got kicked out. Period.
Listen.
Got kicked out, came back home, worked for Drew again. This time I was his assistant at Def Jam. So now I'm working directly at Universal. And people don't know they used to have offices in Troy back in the day.
And that's what I was just about to ask you, because Def Jam was located in New York. I thought, so right? But that's what I was about to ask you, like you were working remote, but you saying they had a satellite office
offices everywhere. They shut them down like around like 05, 06-ish.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep. They had them in all the markets. And obviously flagship was New York City, but still, like, people didn't know you could work for Def Jam or you could work for Universal or Sony BMG and just be driving the 15 Mile and Crooks.
Right.
And that's what we did.
Damn.
Like, literally worked there. And so anyway, so I did that in college. Now I'm out of college. I'm back interning again. Well, assisting Drew again, his personal assistant. And that's where I got the game. Where I understood how to do how to cultivate relationships with radio reps across like the whole entire Midwest, not just Detroit. Like, he just taught me so many things, and he was so brutal. It was like working for, Donald Trump had the apprentice, and like, you're fired every day. I was fired. Like, it was like the Devil Wears Prada. I love Drew to death. Listen, that is one of my best friends on earth. But that nigga, what's the lady name? I can't even remember her name.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I mean, I know Meryl Streep is the actress, but I don't remember her name. Damn,
it was Miranda. Some shit like that.
Yes.
Listen, it was that vicious. Okay, you didn't have the coffee correct for the artist that was coming in. You on time, and I used to get so mad, but the lessons were priceless. So I
built
did
you
that.
up.
It built me up, and so then Sony BMG came. Shout out to Sabrina Underwood. That is my sister. Okay, she came and was like, "Hey, I see what you're doing at Def Jam. We have a check for you over here, though.
Oh,
would you like to?"
Okay. She poached you pretty much.
I could get money. I could get paid. Yes, I'll do it. And so Drew obviously gave me his blessing, because now it's like Pepsi and Coke at this point. So I'm like, okay, so I move over to the other side. I was a college rep there. Then all that shit ended when I finished college. So now ain't no job. And them old heads was not leaving their gigs at the record labels. Like, this motherfucker still work there. They ain't finna.
Right.
I work here and that's it. Like, the gatekeeping was extreme out here, except for Drew. He never gatekeeped. Like, he always gave me every opportunity, and Sabrina. But other than that, niggas wasn't really trying to pour into you like a young scrappy. You know what I mean? They didn't do that. So I had to
and people still like that to this day, but I digress.
I just inserted myself every opportunity. I just inserted myself. So when I did that and I saw like, oh shit, it ain't finna be no more job, I just applied it. It was Clear Channel. It was not iHeart at the time.
Exactly.
It was it was Clear Channel. And they didn't hire me the first time. It took me a year and a half to work there. I went back again. And this time Foolish was just having me walking down the hall while I was coming in. Oh my
gosh. Shout out to Foolish.
And shout out to Foolish.
Baby.
That nigga hollered down the hall. Hey. Everybody.
I can see him now. That's a good impression.
The white people, they looking like,
where's Foolish at now? Shout out to Foolish, because I know he had an accident and stuff.
Yeah, he's still okay. I just went and did a comedy. I saw him do a comedy show, and he's funnier than ever still to this day.
Still Foolish.
Yes, still to this day.
Damn, shout out to Foolish.
Yeah, shout
pioneering the game.
Yeah, like
I love when him and Coco and Mason.
Man,
listen.
I can go all day.
Listen,
baby. But those were like actual like life-changing moments and they're really just in passing. Like, he probably, if he ever hears this, yes, but he probably doesn't know like that impacted them people hiring me that day. Like I never really saw him. I didn't go to work that early in the morning at 6 a.m. or nothing like that. And their show was ending when I was kind of starting. So it was really like him just happened to be in the hallway that day.
That's God.
To vouch and say, oh yeah, this one of them ones.
That's God.
So when I did that, the iHeart working there, they started a new show. It was called The Breakfast Club. It wasn't syndicated. We was just all watching it online. Okay. So I'm like, this is like 2015 or something like that. 2014, something like that. And I'm like, I like this shit. What is this? Like, I love the show. So I'm always watching it on my phone or on my iPad. And they used to do a thing called the town, something like the town square or something like that, where like every market, every radio market would get the different personalities and hosts to like come in on certain days to do certain events. It was like a tour. So they happened to come and I met Angela Yee this particular day. This was years ago. And I'm like, you know, barely working there. I'm not an intern, but I'm an account exec. So I'm really selling like ads and marketing campaigns. And that's what got me the knowledge and understanding SEO and understanding how to create marketing campaigns and digital impressions and things like that. I'm like, oh, we don't think about like all of the skill set that we pick up along the way and we put it in our back pocket and we know that it's, you know, a usage somewhere, but we don't know how to apply it. That's what I tell my kid about the algebra and all that shit. No, I was just working there. Nothing more, nothing less. Fast forward to COVID. No, pre-COVID, about 2018 now. I don't work at iHeart. I got fired. Okay. Yes, everybody. Let go. Because in radio, they fire like 10, 15 people like at a time. It's always like a shift or whatever. You know, so the bitch got fired. And I was working at it. I'm like, damn.
We all
gonna be doing.
It's been at least once. At least once.
Listen, I done got.
That's what I said. At least once we all.
I be going Kanye on them. I don't be meaning it, but okay.
Listen,
so
I'm sorry. Right quick, Joe. Can you grab me a water, please? Please. I'm getting over this.
Shit.
Getting over these allergies. Grab both of us some water, please. Joe, I'm sorry. I should have asked that before.
Talking?
Yeah, we just keep talking. We just
okay.
Yeah. So you got fired.
So I got fired, bitch. I got fired. But I'm like, man, I still need to be doing something. So then I started my own podcast. It was going great. Everything was good.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate you.
Everything was good. And then I was watching The Breakfast Club one day and I was like, I heard Angela Yee on there saying like, yeah, I'm finna do a documentary about women in hip hop in Detroit.
Ooh.
And I was like, shit, no, you ain't finna do no documentary about no women. I'm finna see how I'm finna be involved.
Right, exactly.
I had like committed myself. I'm finna do this.
Right.
So here I am calling my friends that still work there. Hey, look in the system and see if you can get Angela Yee email. No email was on there. But I remember I had met DJ Envy's assistant on that same trip where they did the little tour or whatever. I kept in touch with him all the time, Instagram. I was like, hey, you think you could be able to hook me up with Angela Yee's information? She said she was doing a documentary about women in hip hop in Detroit, and I am a woman in hip hop in Detroit. So what's that?
Right.
And he was like, all right, bet, here go the number.
Listen, her phone number.
The number.
Listen, come through.
These are people that have been set up in my life where I didn't know them. They didn't know me. They just actually did me a solid. So there are still good people that don't want shit.
But they saw that energy in you, though. I think when people see stuff in you, they'll help you. At sometimes, a lot of times.
If they not no like, we can't let this bitch get in the front.
Right. You know, but see, but that's the problem. Y'all be haters, though. But see, God will make a way. That's what I'm saying.
It was definitely something that I could not have, you know, projected or expected or whatnot. So I get the number. So now I call and I'm like, hey, you know, you don't know me, but I met you once and I'm, you know, I can send over my resume. He gave me her email too, so I sent my resume too. And she actually called me back like about a week later. I'm like, hello?
Listen.
Come
on.
She's like, yeah, you know, I am doing the documentary, but I really need somebody to run a point on the whole thing.
Ooh.
Huh?
Ooh.
Shit.
Here we go.
Shout out to Nick Speed because he was like, "Oh shit, you just got signed to the Rock, my
Listen,
nigga." Like,
shout out to Nick Speed, former guest, by the way, at Rocki's
Hey.
Reality. Long time ago, he was a guest. But shout out to
Hey.
him.
Listen,
Okay,
he
another
got so
Detroit
many
legend.
funny stories about when he was a
Listen.
kid on TV. Did he?
Wait, because his dad
I
was
was
with
the
BET, right? Yeah. Listen, I love it. Nick Speed, where you at? We gonna is he still DJing? We need to
everything.
we need to get him back on the show because it was eons ago that I had him on the show.
So he was
Love it.
like, so I remember going to his studio that day, one day, just like kicking it or whatever. He was like, "Dog, you don't know what this shit mean." I was like, "Well," he was like, "Nigga, you just got signed to the Rock, dog."
I love it.
I was like, "Okay, cool." And little did I know that I was going to create a business relationship that would turn into friend, damn near family at this point. You know, it's like I said, the gatekeeping is extremely high level. Okay, it's very high key. And you know, I had never other than like my mom, my sister, somebody super close, I had never experienced in a professional atmosphere any woman pouring into me or trying to like lift me up, elevate me in a way. Like I didn't even know how to
that mentoring. Yeah, we all need a mentor, right?
Yeah, I didn't know. And it doesn't matter how I could be 99 and I'll still get a mentor to this day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that evolution and everything is always ever changing. Like you gotta be able to move with the times and learn from people and experiences. And they can be younger than you or older, whatever the case may be, but it's always something to learn. So, but anyway, I say that to say, like, so I met her, really started working on that documentary, and then COVID came. So, in the documentary, so we was following 5 different women's.
Listen, it's women's. Women. We know what you meant. You mean the women's bathroom?
Eat me alive.
I love it. It's okay. Women. Y'all know she meant women.
Dusty bitches that can't wait for me to feel they geek. They rubbing their hands together like Birdman. Like, look at this. This shit is sad women. Anyway. Birdman, oh my God, I'm dying. As I'm lying. Can I say that in the most ghetto way? But nonetheless.
Oh God, I love it.
No.
Oh shit.
No, but so I hadn't had any women to pour into me in that way. So shout out to Angela Yee because you know she is actually the person that helped me to create the Clever Curation Group because I knew that that was gonna be my next
question.
Yeah, I didn't know how to apply it. Like, damn, I know how to do marketing. I know how to create marketing plans. I know how to do business startup plans. I know how to do event production. I know how to do all these things. What to call it? What is it? I didn't know I was supposed to be getting paid.
Exactly.
Do you know how many events I done did for niggas?
Girl.
I was supposed to get paid.
Yeah.
Do you know how many
baby
pop-up shops out of t-shirts, motherfucking shit I done bought from
baby.
Okay?
Oh, baby.
I didn't know I was supposed to be charging motherfuckers for the likeness of me or what I got going on or what you think I got going on. Because guess what? We all still trying to make some money. Okay. We all still, I'm going to say even struggle. Because even if you wasn't struggling low-key, you got to struggle in there somewhere, somehow.
Exactly.
So nonetheless.
Even if you don't want to talk about it, we know.
You ain't going to tell us, but it's cool. Because I ain't finna tell you all my shit neither. Right. But anyway.
Yeah. But it's there. That's real.
So I just say all that to say, like, to know, like, hey, finna pull you to the side because you're not surface. You're not just doing something just to do. I'm finna show you how to make money properly based off of the skill set that you offer because you do offer something. We wouldn't be coming to you if we already knew how to do it.
Yep.
Or if we had the time to do it. If there wasn't a
need. A lot of times people
say
that time, right.
Or the detailed work that you have put in and continue to do. People are not used to that. Like, and people pay for like really good services in that manner. And that is the type of management that we are not used to in business a lot. Am I an expert? No. Am I a millionaire? No. But I know how to maneuver and how to navigate through a business space. And I know when, you know, something is correct and something is incorrect. It's black and white. Just like how they say numbers don't lie. The work ethic doesn't lie. Bad business don't lie. If you don't actually connect the dots, if you don't do what you said you were going to do, if you don't tell people or follow up with people when you can't do what you said you were going to do.
Exactly. Communicate. That's the one. That's the one. Don't be lying and shit. That's what I hate. If you can't handle it, just if it ain't your bandwidth, just say that. Just say, be honest.
And that's another.
Just be honest.
Me and Angela talk about that all the time.
Be honest. Be like, you know what? I thought I could, but I can't.
I thought I was honest. Be able to do this,
I can't. But they respect you more instead of when you disappear on them.
You're trying to play on my top, like
exactly.
The kids say.
On my top. Is that the girl? Is that the new play on my? You trying to play on my top?
What are you doing? What you
right? About? That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's what I think we respect about each other because I'm that person. Like, just communicate with me. Don't be lying and shit. I can't stand that because I will respect you more when you can say, you know what, I can't do it. Just, and don't take my money when you know you can't do it.
Period.
So, let me. I'm having a flashback trauma.
I'll be getting sick.
So wait a minute. How did Clever Curation talk about the inception of that?
Okay.
When did that start?
So I started that in 2021. Believe it or not, I only been in business for 3 years.
But I mean officially.
Yeah.
So you've been in business.
I've only had a tax ID number for 3 years where I can make money and actually be official. Because there are certain levels, like certain jobs I wouldn't even be able to take. I would have never been able to work. Shout out to Ange at the Essence Festival, doing management and PR shit if I didn't have something that they could bill me to. Like,
you gotta have that 1099.
You gotta. They can't give you a cash app.
Right.
They gotta cut you a check.
Right.
It's your company.
Right.
So it's just small things like that. Like, I wouldn't have known.
Wait, let's see the jacket right quick, y'all. Let's see the letter. I want you to put on the jacket. They gotta see this jacket.
Hilarious.
Now here's the thing, y'all know I am a true blue Wolverine, but I love green on other people, and I love because I love roses. Roses are my favorite flower. That motherfucking jacket bad as hell. Who designed that jacket?
Shout out to Mario Butterfield. That's
dope.
Homie,
that's dope.
Design fucking extraordinaire.
He from the D?
Yeah, he designed the he and Rose Spit as a team. They designed that Detroit Jordan.
I love it. Burn rubber. Shout out to y'all. Another former guest. I love it.
He has like an extensive history of just graphic and digital design, editing, photography, videography, everything.
Shit. Let's see the back right quick. Just turn around right quick. That motherfucking jacket is tight. Listen. Let's see. Listen. That's dope. Clever Curation. I loves that. With that rose, that is everything. Because
green is my favorite color.
Okay. I love that. That is dope as fuck, man.
But to bring you to today, so
2021.
I've started the business, start getting clients like, oh shit. Do people paying me to do what I was supposed to get paid for a long time ago? And so I started doing that and loved it. And then I started a show at a studio called My Touch Studio. Shout out to them. They're amazing people. I started a show called The Gig with the owner, and it was supposed to be our version of like a Tiny Desk type of thing. And when we finished doing those episodes, I was approached to, really bring the show to existence, like bring like a real like vibe to it and add more production to it. And that was Dennis Reed, who came to me and was like, I really like this type of energy. If you could create something like this, I think, this would be a great look. And so that's how Center Circle was born.
Shout out to Dennis Reed, another former guest, y'all. Listen, I be trying to have all the people on my show, okay? It just be a matter of time. I love it. Shout out to Dennis Reed.
But if it hadn't been for, I will say that My Touch Studios was the catalyst to even get me to even believe that I could do something like that, or we could do something like that together. You know what I'm saying? Because how it's always something that like you always wanted to do it, but you didn't know how.
You just need it.
I won't even say don't know how. It's more like didn't have the resources or access to the resources
exactly
at the time. And so they were instrumental in like pairing with me. And then a lot of my videos, as you have seen, like have been shot and edited by My Touch and whatnot. So that was an enlightenment also, because I didn't know like that I need to have somebody following me with a camera watching me doing what I'm doing, or taking photo shoots, or all those pictures. You be like, oh, the pictures sweet. That was their idea.
Yeah.
I didn't know the.
Yeah, you do a
Supposed to be
photo shoot like once a
shooting.
month though. I love it.
So
you
you
be
gotta
doing
do
it.
some pictures if you want. Listen, you
yeah,
gotta do the pictures.
yeah.
And I'm so awkward. I don't know
Mm-mm.
what to do with my
No,
hands.
you be
I
doing
like,
it though.
I
You
don't
be
know.
looking fine though. You be doing it though. You
Thanks.
be
I
doing it.
appreciate it.
I love it. And so Center Circle is
Yes.
Detroit's premier performance platform.
Mhm.
It is meant to be a creative project for musical curation. And so wait, let's show the payroll Giovanni clip again, right
Go
quick,
there.
and then we're gonna show that other clip too. I just want to, because we showed it at the beginning, but y'all, it was so quick.
Yes,
Money. Fuck what you talking about. If I want it, I cash, then I'm walking out. Your bitch wanna find out what a boss about. Took her to the suite 2 a.m. I sell dope.
Okay, and let's play the next one. Joe, please, thank
it's
you.
so crazy.
Now, who is it? This is
Stretch Money and Valid.
We gonna do one verse and I'm out. I appreciate the love. Look. Right now the homeboy in the zone, a zone of my own. Got my hands on the chrome.
baby Stretch Money. He an OG.
Yes, yes.
I love
And
it.
a real lyricist, and I don't care who got a problem with it. The man can rap.
Listen,
Point blank
he
at the
can.
period.
I know he was having a little beef with Al Nuke for a minute. I know
There was a bunch of little beefs. I don't even
like,
know.
What is y'all doing? Why y'all cutting up?
That's why.
is y'all cutting
That's
up?
why I said I don't give. Look, all that.
Leave that there.
The boy can rap. Okay,
He can now. I ain't mad at it. I mean,
Not mad at you.
shout out to. I mean, it's room for all of y'all though. But shout out to Nuke. Shout out to Nuke and shout out to Stretch Money. Actually, I interviewed Stretch. I want to say about 4-5 years ago.
Why I'm just not getting on so late
To rolling. When I was still. I know this is when I was rolling out. This is when I was rolling out still. And yeah, he was a dope interview. I forgot the name of the album. I'll have to look it up.
Yep.
But I want to say it was around 2017, 18-ish.
Okay, probably I know he was doing like
Time is Money. I want to say
something like that. Yeah,
something like Time is Money. I want to
Yeah.
say something like that.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let me look it up. But shout out to him. So is it's just gonna be like it's just basically different performances.
Yep.
Like okay.
So it's giving MTV Unplugged, but make it Detroit.
Oh, listen, if y'all don't know who MTV Unplugged is, Google it. Okay,
Yeah.
that was groundbreaking. Okay,
Exactly.
that was groundbreaking. Jay-Z's was one of my favorite, by the way.
Listen, I watched that as I was planning. I would sit at my desk at night. I'm the biggest Jay-Z fan ever in life.
Listen, that Jay-Z Unplugged to this day. That should have won a damn Grammy or some shit or Oscar or whatever.
I think he said something like, "It was dark, it was cold, it was a cold winter. No, it was the winter. It was cold. It was a cold winter." And then the band just started. The Roots band also like I had to create that. There's a lot of hanging mics.
Okay.
There's everybody. They rapping. The mics is hanging, and we're doing it. But what I wanted to create was like a real way
what
to
you
look
have
at.
created. Because you said what I wanted to.
Yes.
But you have.
I wanted to create a real way that like musicians can actually play. And I just enjoy a live experience, and I know that everybody else enjoys a live experience too. It's nothing like
nothing like live music.
It's nothing
Let's
like
go.
it. And so, that and the way I classify like what's a classic album or a song that's like top tier to me, like I classify it and I identify it by the feeling that I felt when I was hearing it. And the
that Black
experience that I
album
had
was-
when I was hearing it.
Listen.
And so if I could create that feeling, like that burning inside feeling for somebody when they're coming and just watching a payroll performance, and they feel that energy of the band and they feel like, the artistry coming through, that was that was my art. You know what I mean? That was the point where I realized like, oh, I love creating these vibes. This is what I want to show. Like even in season 2, when we come out with it, it's going to be even so much more like, more behind the scenes. How did we get it? What are all the blunders that we made?
Girl, that's what they don't see though.
You know how many challenges I had to put this show together?
Is it an audience? It's in front of a live audience?
So it's in front of a live audience, but very, very limited, just like a tiny desk. You know how they only invite 20 to 30 people. And it was closed audience too. each artist invited the few guests that they
Okay, because
wanted
I was about to say, how can I get in? Listen, let me
You
know
got
the
the
next time
end.
I
Here
can-
I go.
Listen, okay, let me know the next time y'all recording so I can come through.
So we'll do R&B next, and then we'll do an inspirational.
That's what's going to be my next question. Is
yep.
it solely just hip hop, or are we expanding to other?
Oh, we
genres?
finna do it all. We're gonna do
Ooh, the R&B.
Yeah,
you should
we'll do
have R&B on there.
Oh yeah, you know Karita, my baby. Listen, I can't wait. Okay, I
Girl,
cannot wait. And her So Far Sounds performance was
girl,
so
that
dope.
that
Okay,
motherfucking Brandy.
Period.
I was like, this is one of my favorite Brandy
Yep.
songs right here.
They were amazing. So I can't wait. Like I'm rubbing my hands together like Birdman because I'm not, I'm not. I always say like it's so many artists and not enough art out here.
Oof.
And so
go there
when
with
I
it.
see no, I mean I'm being appreciative because when I see that and I know that it's there, like I may not have been I was familiar with Payroll's music. I know that I enjoy it a lot, but until you actually work with somebody on an intimate level where they're actually vulnerable enough to perform and rehearse in front of you and practice their craft and their art, because what they're presenting is literally top tier to what they've created. Like it ain't no, you can't negate that. Like that creates like a bond that
how it comes together, where they may, where they might need a little help at some points, or where their strengths are, all of that. That's good to see that behind the scenes. I love that.
I won't even say help. I would just say for people to be able to realize what it takes in order to do this.
Yeah,
because you don't just hop up on stage on a mic.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. All of those different things. It's live performance is a different thing now than being in the studio. In the studio, I can take a break and shit, but live performance, I need to be on.
And then who recording the music? Who doing the sound? Who's actually
Joe like listen, Joe like listen.
It matters. And so like I really wanted people to get like next season you'll really have even more in-depth behind the scenes look at like what it took to prepare for each of those performances.
Okay.
So I'm looking
I love that. I love that. My ass over here trying to find that
to
article I did. Was it Take Money to Make Money? It was another one.
And that was an encore performance. So Stretch Money and Valid, the other gentleman that you saw him on there with, they actually have a joint album. The people would
Valid.
His name is Valid. Bill and Isaiah. Shout out to you for knowing.
Listen, Joe a hip hop head too.
They would not. So the intimate audience so what I realized is, so if people were there watching Payroll, they definitely stand for the Stretch Money.
Exactly. Okay.
And then they're staying for so now we just getting bigger and bigger and nobody wants to leave.
Exactly.
But when they got done performing and they were about to leave, it was almost like finna be a riot. They was like, you not finna leave this stage without singing Take Money to Make Money.
Yeah.
Have you lost your
original song? I'm trying to think of the other album. I'm gonna find that article that I did.
And it was just so fun, and it was nostalgic.
That's his classic. That's classic.
It was nostalgic. Like it made you know, like the people here actually appreciate your art, and that felt good to provide that for the actual artists themselves too, because they need just as much love as we need for them to perform on these shows. Like you need to know, like, hey man, that was fucking good.
Yes. Yeah. So what
was really good.
So so who all can we? How many episodes is it?
It's 4 episodes.
Damn, that's it. But I know that
some of them have 2 artists in one episode.
Okay, so it's Payroll, Giovanni, Stretch Money. Who else? And I love how we are highlighting Stretch Money and Valid. Who else?
Stretch Money, Valid, Overlord Scooch. Shout out to him.
I love it.
Listen,
all of them, and they've been in some Cheddar Boy movies.
Yeah, he's such a genuine person. You know when you get happy that people actually want to work with you too. Like you don't gotta beg nobody. I'm all about organic connections now. Like a person that actually genuinely just wanted your platform to be great. Exactly. I want to put my art onto your platform because I believe that it's going to be great. That's the kind of person that Scooch is. You know what I mean? Like they have their whole little street stuff and the thing that they do, their audience, they have a built-in audience way bigger than mine for sure.
Exactly.
And to want to just really like expose your art and put it on my platform is like an honor and a pleasure for real. So I had him, another R&B artist, His name is T.Y.
Mm.
So his episode will be coming out soon. Another young lady named Brooklyn Fisher.
Oh, I love it.
Olympic Knox. And then real quick, the last and final.
Oh,
And then the last and final artist is a gentleman from Indiana.
oh, okay.
His name was Trice. So
I love that. So,
forward to it.
so we are doing other artists besides hip hop.
Yep.
Okay, I love so other artists besides Detroit. I'm sorry, not
So
other artists.
he-
but I mean,
he
in the
hailed
Midwest.
from Detroit,
Right.
but I think since then he has moved to Indiana
Indiana,
or
okay.
whatnot. But shoot, if I can get more artists to come on, like another thing, people was like, "Yeah, you should have got." I'm like, they also had to say yeah to come
Right.
to the show. Like,
Exactly.
hey,
People don't
we working with
and
the
see
people
that's the
that
thing
said
people don't
yeah.
realize a lot of times. People be saying the same thing to me.
You
You should
shoulda-
I'm like, it take a lot.
They
to
gotta
get people
come to this
right
shit.
and answer you, and you gotta hound them, and you call and
Right.
email, and so why is it called Center Circle?
Okay, so everything I do is branded in CC.
Okay.
CC is the Clever Curation Group. Okay.
Right. Okay.
And so Center Circle, of course. So when I thought about, and actually it was my husband who came up with the name, like, to be honest.
Shout out to the husband.
Shout out Lamar.
Listen, shout out to the husbands.
He was like, we were just talking, and I was like, all I could just see. So the theater where we filmed Center Circle's first season is in a black box theater, Audio Engineers of Detroit.
Yeah, shout out to Robin Kenny. Yeah.
So that black box theater. So when I think of a black theater, I thought about like, hey, the artist is usually there by themselves or standing there like as the focal point on that stage. And usually it's all blacked out, but you will just see in the center that circle, which is like a highlight or a spotlight down onto the artist, like actually a center circle where in 2 moments or 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, the lights are about to come on and that show is about to start and your performance is about to start. So I started to think about like, okay, what am I thinking when I'm looking at a person with black curtains in a black theater? All I can think is that person standing in the middle of that spotlight circle, shining down on them, and then the performance starts and all the lights come up and it's a party. You know what I mean? So that's where it came from. We just thought of it. He was like, what about Center Circle? It's still CC. I'm like,
I'm not. Listen, shout out to the husband.
Shout out to him.
The husbands be coming through with the ideas.
Yeah.
And that's what we need, a partner. So yeah, how's that been for you being in media and being married? Because I know you have to have a special partner to do this work. You do.
So luckily, when I was working for Sony BMG, that's when I first met my husband. When I was working, I didn't have a car. So who was taking me to distribute all the records to the Justins and the this and that?
Listen,
it was him.
Baby,
so
not Justins. You put
Chantaniques.
Oh, listen, you Justins, baby, right there next to Cooley on Fanco. Listen, you took it back there.
Listen, everywhere, all the retailers. So by him, like he was already in the mix, like he already.
So he understood.
Yeah, his assignment was understood a long time ago, and then. Just along the way, like he just never wanted me to be like not able to pursue my dreams and what I wanted to do. And once I figured out, like I can remember coming to him like, yeah, I gotta go to New York today because Angelique has a job, and our stuff we travel when I'm doing management and working with her, and so like he's never given me a problem, never given me like any sort of pushback because he's just so supportive and wanting to make sure that
I love it. Shout out to the husband.
And when I'm crying,
but
you motherfuckers act like y'all didn't want to like my shit. Okay.
And you be like,
I'm
fuck
at
this,
home,
I'm over
like,
it.
I hate this punk ass business. That's stupid.
Right. That be me.
Who the person come back, bring you back on point?
Girl, that be the hubby. Shout out to the hubby. That be the same thing.
Sitting up there crying. He like, wow, fuck them bitches.
That be girl. I swear, you and your hubby must be looking at our window and vice versa. Because we be having the same conversations. Ben be like,
that's bold. They ain't want to. He like, you ain't no weak. You sitting up here. I'm like,
exactly.
Okay, put me together.
He'd be like, when's the next show so I can do the flyer? Like, just like yesterday, he was like, I'm gonna drop you off.
I'm telling me I ain't with it.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna drop you off. Oh, wait, let's talk about that a little bit. By the way, that article was June of 2017, and it was called "Time Is Money." That was the album. That was gonna bother me. I had to remember it.
It's like having a song on the tip of your
tongue. I
tongue.
gotta remember. It was "Time Is Money." Gotcha. So, and shout out to the husbands because yesterday, Chauntel,
what?
I was supposed to be. We was supposed to be in the place.
In there.
And why was all our friends in there though? Everybody, I'm so salty.
They got there at 4:30.
And apparently, because we got there around 7:15, 7:20.
No, I was there like 6:50.
You were okay.
I was there.
So shit, you was there even before 7.
Yes,
girl. So wait, I'm like, Ben, drop me off. Shout out to my hubby. He was like, he insisted. He was like, I was like, boo, I'm gonna just go to the casino and then take an Uber. He was like, nah, I need to drop you off. And that's one of the moments I had to tell him. I was like, I need to be listening to you.
Yeah.
Because he was right. So because he dropped me off and I'm like, okay, just drop me off and I'm gonna walk across here. He had to drop me off at Comerica Park, girl. I'm like, just drop me off here. I'm gonna just walk. Shit.
Let me
I'm walking. I'm like, okay. We in the line. And so Chauntel is like, they not letting nobody in. I said, I'm thinking that the line was just that because they were just, letting, it was just moving slow. You like, they not letting nobody in. Y'all, Chauntel like this.
All right, you was talking to me. I was listening, but I wasn't listening.
I know. I peeped you. I peeped you, and I asked. I was like, "Well, what's happening?" Because Chauntel's taller than me, so I was like, "Well, what do you see? What's happening?"
Nothing.
And she was like, and I was like, "Well, why they ain't let nobody in?" And you like, and then the guys start coming with them fucking drink chips, talking about we got a second location. We like,
child, bye.
I was like, well, Chauntel, what you want to do? She was like, I ain't about to. And I was like, listen. She's like, well, we can stay. I was like, no, we ain't got to. I'm with you. Shit, I'm your plus one. How I'm gonna be demanding that. Yeah, so I was with it. And so I'm like, we'll drop you back off. Chauntel. She's like, I don't want to burden you. I was like, listen, the way we roll.
This is how we roll.
That's me and my husband are. We look south for people. So I'm like, let's come on in the car. I'll drop you back off. Fuck it. I mean, so shout out to Ty Mopkins though. We know the NFL
whenever you
draft.
Whenever you have a packed house, there's nothing that you can do about that. He already warned everybody, hey,
get there early.
You didn't say how early.
Right. Well, the next time we know to get there like 2 hours early.
But you know what I mean? You can't hate on anybody that has like a following so big to where like everybody genuinely wanted to celebrate him and his accomplishment of having that party. So shout out to him. I hate that I spent that little $100 on my little makeup. My shit was fire yesterday.
Yeah, it was. Period. We was both looking fine. So I was like, fuck it, let's take pictures and shit. So y'all can see the pictures on Facebook, by the way, how fine we were looking yesterday in the line. But
I hope everything goes good with the rest of the events over the weekend.
I'm proud.
I'm happy. Now they stole the little E off the damn Detroit.
Are you serious?
You didn't see it, y'all.
Oh my God.
They done stole
the one off 94 because they about to do 5 more.
They done did.
Why y'all do
that?
So
you know it's on 2 ways. So going eastbound, it's on there, and then going westbound, it's another one.
Oh, I didn't know that it's 2 signs.
But the east side one.
You know what? East side. Why y'all do that? Why y'all do us like
it's gone. The thing is not there.
Oh, the one off 94? You know what? That's terrible. Damn, we got to get ready to wrap it up, though. I hate that. Was that on the eastbound or the westbound side?
The eastbound side.
Damn. And see, that's why they be talking about the east side, y'all, because we be about it. Damn, I hate that. Why y'all do that shit?
They done stole the E.
That's why they took the E. You right. But why the hell? Where y'all gonna do? What y'all gonna do with the E?
Where did you?
Where you putting it?
Transport the E? Like, how did you?
Because that motherfucker look like it weigh about 70 pounds or more. It look big.
A U-Haul? Is it a U-Haul strip somewhere?
What? Is there no cameras over there already to monitor?
Cameras ain't finna do shit. What's finna call?
Right.
Okay, let me stop.
Girl. Oh my God, Detroit. Y'all so gangster. We so gangster.
I've been having so much fun.
I know.
Cussing and everything. I love it here.
You want to come back. I love it. We got to wrap it up because shout out to everyone who's watching. Is Soul TV. They got another show. Which by the way, Soul TV has 2 million followers on Facebook. So right, and actually, Rocky's Reality has been on the Soul TV platform. It's going to be a year in August. So shout out to Bobby Whitaker. Listen,
And you.
Come on,
Because it wouldn't be there wouldn't be no Rocky's Reality on nothing if you didn't do this show.
Girl,
right?
You understand the grind. People don't realize,
I appreciate you.
And I try to thank you. I try to operate in excellence. People know I don't half-ass about it. And a lot of times people call me, and I'll be like, no, I'm not doing that because it's just gonna be some bullshit, and I don't be associated with bullshit. So, listen, and so I appreciate Soul TV, Bobby Whitaker, and I appreciate my friend Ron Lefford, who recommended me to them. And so that's why I'm saying when people see something in you, they reach out to you. And that's what I'm really starting to see. That's why the haters, I don't even be upset no more. I be just smiling like,
there's no
because
haters.
I'm blessed.
There's not even any haters. You know what I always say? Like, it was up until last year. I'm be very serious. It was up until 2 years ago, excuse me, not last year, 2 years ago, that I finally let go of worrying about what people did to me, what they didn't do for me.
Right? Because it's
why this didn't work out. How come they picked such and such instead of me? How come
no.
Child, when I let all that go, and it seemed like when I let that go, I lost weight.
Yep.
I got better.
Yes. Listen, girl, I ain't worn an extra
like
large and certain shit in years. I lost so much weight I didn't even realize. And my best friend was like, "Don't shop at Torrid no more." She was like, "Don't fucking shop there no more." She gave me a Fashion Nova gift card for my birthday. That's why I finally took my pictures. I was like, "Okay, let me
do your thing."
Because my hair shop was literally 6 years old.
See,
and my hairdresser, shout out to Brandy, she was like, "That doesn't even look like you no more. I need you to get a new headshot." So I did it a couple weeks ago.
Pictures every month.
Yeah,
I hate to say.
Okay, every month I'm gonna have to,
or at least every quarter.
Okay, every quarter. I can do every quarter. I can do every quarter. I need to, because I be changing my look so much. I really do.
And you are in media.
Yeah, I need to. I'm gonna do that. Let me know. Okay, get me together.
Oh, listen, they had to get me together.
So that means I did it. Hey Lana, and hey Soul TV. I want to finish right quick with 5 favorites right quick because Soul TV got another show starting at 8.
Okay.
But shout out to everyone watching, and you put me on notice, Chauntel. You gonna make me better. I really appreciate you. Already you making me better because you was like every quarter. So I guess book with Benji. I'm gonna be booking with you again in July.
And will.
Listen, get me together. I already know that Gemini and you gonna get me together. Okay, her birthday is the day before my auntie Claudette, by the way, y'all. So I love it. So we gonna end with 5 favorites. Okay, your favorite moment with a celebrity. Favorite moment. I know it's been so
Dave
many.
Chappelle singing with him on stage. Period.
Oh my God, was it during the Block Club? The Block Party?
So in COVID, remember when Dave Chappelle got COVID? I was at that party.
Oh shit! Did you get it too?
Yep.
God,
we all had
it. Okay. Favorite movie?
Imitation of Life.
Woo! They did that. Baby. Okay. And okay.
Because colorism is very real in my life. So.
That's true. For real. And even though we light skinned it, it's for real.
Or just in general.
Yeah.
For every complexion.
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
true.
Serious matter, a serious topic for me. So
yeah, I love that. I could definitely see a project coming from that. I love that. Okay, favorite album.
The Dynasty.
Ooh, I love that. That's my shit. It ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go. I'm hustling, baby.
It's almost dry. That last Pusha T album was fire. So.
I mean, Pusha T is a great lyricist. Period. Okay, let's finish it up. Your favorite travel destination?
Aruba.
Ooh.
I enjoy Aruba.
My God.
I didn't have enough time there. It's my favorite, and I just want to go back.
Yes, I was looking at you like, oh, girl, because we went to Curacao, which is near Aruba.
Yeah, so. We went to all, Yep. I think we talked about that on
Facebook. Baby, I want to go back. I posted them pictures like I want to go back. That was my favorite Curacao, was just so. But so anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Where can they find you? Center Circle is now on Tubi. Where can they find you though?
So you can find me on Instagram. I am at Chauntel with the number 1. And if you go there, you can click my show, Center Circle Show. on Instagram as well. Really all platforms. I have the same name on every platform. So that's at Chauntel the One, and then Center Circle Show.
And then the Clever Curation Group, right?
Yep. And all of those are in my bio.
Okay, love it.
Just
Okay.
go right to me.
Okay, so thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you next time on Rocki's Reality. Have a good night. And thank you, Chauntel, for coming through. And this is not goodbye. This is see you later. You're going to be back. I love it.
Thank you so much.
Y'all have a good night.